All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are all doing well. We're back again with another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea transfer news. Ladies and gentlemen, just when I thought hopefully that will be the end of bad news with the Ugarte situation, we seem to have a bit of situation with Ruben Loftus Cheek. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, if the sound is fine, because I changed a few things with the mic. It feels a bit different for me, but let me know how you guys are finding it in the comment section. If the sound quality is perfect, just give me a thumbs up. Fine. Big up, Miz. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Valen saying fine, sounds fine. Shubha saying fine, good. And it's good for me as well. Like, I think previously it was a bit of a felt a bit echoey for me, but it's great. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has joined in. Really appreciate the support you guys give to the channel. Very close to 23,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Valen, what did I say about the Ugarte deal? Yeah, you were spot on, my man. You were spot on. Do you know what? A lot of people have been saying, this is why I don't want to get excited about transfer news, this, that, the other. It's never done until the player has held the Chelsea shirt and it's been announced. I get it. But look, I was getting excited because not from the beginning, but as it was progressing. Do you know what I mean? Like, Record Portugal were the ones that were reporting all of it. And Fabrizio Romano was saying that we were advanced. We were imminent. It was imminent. Obviously, he did mention as well the PSG situation. But the way it all collapsed, the way the whole Ugarte situation collapsed, I don't think anyone saw that. I don't think anyone foresaw that. So look, we're not going to spend too much time talking about that. It is what it is. It's done. All of it has been documented on this particular channel. So if you do want to go back and check out some of the previous videos, do check that out. But something odd happened. Something odd definitely happened. And I guess we'll never know the complete truth behind it. But, I'm of the believer that where there's smoke, there's always some sort of fire. So we'll leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get cracking on today's news. Well, these were the ones that dropped late yesterday, and this is what's making headlines right now. Loftus Cheek's move and the whole AC Milan window is currently suspended following the firing of Maldini and Massara. Maldini had a meeting scheduled today with Loftus Cheek's agent, but it had to cancel due to firing. I mean, wow. So by today, they mean yesterday evening, because that's when it dropped quite late in the evening. Look, I feel slightly sad about this player. Hopefully the move is still going to happen to AC Milan. But look, yeah, man. I mean, we can't seem to catch a break, ladies and gentlemen. We honestly can't seem to catch a break. It is a bit of a madness, Ganswood. You're right. AC Milan madness. I don't know what happened there. I suppose we'll see the details down the track. But Maldini, I saw a tweet someone put out. It might have been Zach Lowy. During Maldini's tenure, they were able to get Rafael Leao. They were able to get Tonali. They were able to get Benacer. They were able to get Theo Hernandez. They were able to get Mike Maignan. Like, Maldini was doing an absolute brilliant job there. So something obviously bad went down from that perspective, which has now affected Ruben Loftus Cheek's situation. Look, I'm of the believer that Ruben's quality in Serie A will be in demand. If it's not AC Milan, I'm pretty certain there should be other clubs looking to get his services. You know, your Lazio with Sarri. Like, if Milinkovic-Savic does move on, and even if he doesn't move on, like, I think someone like Sarri would definitely appreciate Ruben Loftus-Cheek. You know, if Jose Mourinho still sticks around in Roma, I don't know. Roma could appreciate a player like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Roma are in Europa League. They've confirmed that. Inter Milan could potentially like a player like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We are interested in a lot of their players. So, you know, could there be a chance of, look, this player cash swap situation. They never work. But, could there be some sort of relationship we could start creating over there? I'm not totally worried about Ruben Loftus Cheek. I think there will be suitors specifically in Serie A to get his services. But it seemed like it was so well advanced, ladies and gentlemen. It was well advanced because Fabrizio Romano was reporting it quite regularly. Every now and then he'd drop in that Ruben Loftus Cheek news, and he would say that it's progressing nicely with AC Milan. So this whole news about Maldini and Massara being fired has put a bit of a dent in this situation. Let's have a look at what has actually gone on. AC Milan director Paolo Maldini will leave the club with immediate effect. It's over after tense meeting today with club chairman Jerry Cardinale due to different vision for the future of the club. See, this, I get worried about this, due to different vision for the future of the club. So does that vision include Ruben Loftus Cheek? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, is this now done and dusted? Co-director Ricky Massara is also set to leave AC Milan. By the way, I mean, Maldini as a I think sporting director or technical director, whatever the case is, I think it might have been the sporting director. He's done a madness in AC Milan. Like, I just want to bring up that Zach Lowy. Tweet in regards to Maldini. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Maldini, I mean, could this be a shot for us down the track as a sporting director? See, he seems to have a good eye for talent. Paolo Maldini became Milan's technical director in June 2019. Since then, Milan have signed Rafael Leao, 29 million, Theo Hernandez, Ismail Benassar, Sandro Tonali, Simon Kjær, Mike Maignan, Pierre Kalulu. I mean, some of these prices as well, like, they're cheap. Like, they got them for very, very good price, man. Some fantastic players here. Tonali, Benassar, Theo Hernandez, Rafael Leao. Like, this is great work from Paolo Maldini, Milan's technical director. Fair enough. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are in regards to Ruben Loftus Cheek. Are you worried that it's broken down? Look, I feel like he should still have a lot of suitors, but let me know in the comment section before we move on to the next topic. Velan, thank you so much for the super chat. I think there's more to it than just a transfer budget issue. The owners possibly are shifting towards selling their prized assets. We should watch. Yes, we should watch. The reason being, apparently some of their players are not happy. Milan squad haven't taken Maldini's departure well. Theo Hernandez, Leao and Mike Maignan are particularly angry. Leao would never have extended his contract if he knew Maldini would leave. Theo considering asking to leave, and Maignan not too keen on extending his contract. Repubblica states Milan's 2023-2024 season risks profiling itself as a discrete chaos. So could we potentially do something in regards to Mike Maignan, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see what you guys are saying. Miss, how's Liverpool getting someone like McAllister for 45 million odd pounds? And when it comes to Caicedo, we're bound to pay this astronomical 80 million pounds. Surely we need to negotiate much better. Do you know what? This is such an interesting topic. I think there is I truly think there is a view on Chelsea. There is a view on Chelsea where all these clubs, they treat us like we're the B word. Do you know what I mean? Like, all of these clubs, they don't take us seriously for some reason. They all want to take us for a ride. They look at us and they go, do you know what? These guys, they spend money. Their owners have splashed 600 million over 2 windows. They don't know what they're doing, and they take us for a ride. Like, every club that we want to deal with, always there seems to be some twist. Always. I mean, this Ugarte situation is just one of the brand new situation, but there's been plenty. The Enzo Fernandez saga was not a straight, clear-cut saga either. Like, Caicedo one, I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not too hopeful. I'll tell you straight up, I am actually not too hopeful about Caicedo. It's not going to be easy, man. Brighton has robbed us previously as well. Not just with their manager. I like Cucurella, but I think the 62 million was a hell of a lot of money. And then they got Billy Gilmore for us for about mere 9 million. And Billy Gilmore now starts for them. But when it comes to Liverpool, I think all of these clubs, they really respect Liverpool. They see what kind of club they are. They see that they operate brilliantly under Klopp, their board, their technical directors, this, that, the other. Liverpool, honestly, Luis Diaz, swiftly done. I think it was not this January, the January before, obviously. Cody Gakpo, this January. Darwin Núñez as well, seemed like it was quite seamless. I know Jude Bellingham, but Jude Bellingham, it's not like they put in any bid or anything like that. Jude Bellingham just went out and just selected Real Madrid because Liverpool simply cannot offer the kind of money. And do you know what? I appreciate that. Liverpool are very straight up with their finances from the get-go. They don't break the bank for no one. Unless it's some of the existing players that deserve it, like, for example, Salah. So we need to build a good reputation, man. We just need to build a good reputation. I'm just sick and tired of us. Just clubs just take us for a ride, man. And I'm pretty sure Brighton's going to take us for a ride again for Caicedo. They're going to want Levi Colwill and a lot of money on top of that. We're going to get robbed. We're going to get absolutely decimated. And do you know what? I'm not even sure if we're going to get Caicedo because Man United won Caicedo as well. Man United won Caicedo. And you best believe Man United is probably going to do something like PSG. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll have a better pay package. We couldn't even do a good pay package for Ugarte. Well, that's what's been reported. But anyway, that's by the by. Rathabil, thank you so much for the super chat. Wallahi, if these moves, Mount, Havertz, Ruben Loftus Cheek, Gallagher, Kepa, Lukaku collapse, then I have no hope. If Chelsea won't be ambitious, then why should I? Now, we'll talk about Kai Havertz now. Seems like Chelsea want to keep Kai Havertz. So we'll talk about that. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. I hate how everyone knows who our targets are. Everyone knows who our targets are. Everyone. But yeah, Liverpool with the McAllister situation, so seamless, man, so seamless. No one bothered them. No clubs came and interfered. They did their business merrily. McAllister's father is the agent, came in, talked, got done, pay package done, medical set today. Like, it's just, wow. For us, we have to do a minority stake. We need to do bonuses and incentives. Oh my God. And we still can't land the player. Valan, thank you once again for the super chat. Liverpool just had a new sporting director as well. Yeah, fair point. Sammy is saying, actually, Miz, there was a clause in McAllister's contract which allowed him to be sold for a free fee below 50 million. No problems, but it's still seamless. It's still so seamless. Like, Liverpool just get their business done. Like, McAllister is a damn good player. I don't understand why, there hasn't been other suitors like Man United coming in. We were linked, but we were more focused with a different profile of midfielder, which is fine. But they always seem to just get the business done so seamlessly. Ms. Check Dodger's new tweet. Okay, I'll check that out right away before we go on to the Havertz. Before we go on to Kai Havertz news. 9 minutes ago. Okay, what was before that? 39 minutes ago. We'll look into Maatsen very, very soon as well. Let's have a look at Kai Havertz first. Chelsea will demand 75 million for Real Madrid target Kai Havertz, who is wanted by 3 different clubs in this summer. The 23-year-old is thought to be keen on a move to Madrid. This is from Nizar Kinsella. Interesting that this is now being said because Chelsea have told Kai Havertz he either extends his contract or they will look to sell him. And it further goes on to say Chelsea want Havertz to sign a new deal and extend his stay. So seems like Chelsea want him to stay. Seems like Chelsea want Kai Havertz to stay. So very, very interesting as to what direction we're going to go. Either he signs a contract extension or we look to sell, but at the same time, it seems like we want him to stay. If I'm Chelsea, seriously, I'm looking at a way to how to sell him. I'm looking at an opportunity to get rid of him because I've seen enough now. So I'm actually quite bemused by the fact that we are actually thinking about extending his contract. I mean, I understand we want to save the value, his market value, but surely we're not thinking to build a future with Kai Havertz. That's quite mad. Rutherbill, thank you so much for the super chat. You keep butchering my name. It's Reta Bile. Oh, look, man. Sorry, I've been butchering your name, man. So it's Rita Bile. Sorry. Thank you for the super chat for it, man. Rita Bile. All right, I'll try and remember, man. I will try my best to remember. Because we have a snitch in our camp who releases our transfer targets, not just our transfer targets, our starting lineup targets, everything. Winston is the one taking over the negotiations on transfer market this summer. He better deliver. Obviously, we'll rate the transfer window once it's closed, but he better deliver. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are about this situation. Do you want Kai Havertz to be sold? Do you want him to sign a contract extension? Do you really want him to sign a contract extension? I don't know what Chelsea's thinking about. Liverpool get their deals done discreetly while we publicly show off who we are getting and fail badly. To be fair, PYS only shares news from good sources. Yes, I like that. This is why I like PYS. Milo, who's setting these prices for these players? Yeah, man. How much is 75 million? Look, that is quite ambitious. But I think we can potentially get somewhere around 60 million at least. Winsley got that Brighton mindset, walking to Ugarte with package 60k a week, trying to compete with PSG. Brighton mindset. Fair enough. Don't even think he wants to stay. Do you know what? I get the feeling Kai Havertz don't want to stay. I honestly get the feeling he don't want to stay. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Caicedo. Nobody does better transfer streams, man. Big up. Thank you, my man. Really appreciate that. Let Havertz go. Yeah, let Havertz go, man. I want to see him at Bayern, not Madrid. Thomas Tuchel likes him, so yeah, Bayern, Ancelotti, and the Bayern board, they all seem to really appreciate Havertz a lot. Sell Havertz only if Chelsea sign someone like Victor Osimhen. So if we don't sign Victor Osimhen, just keep Havertz. Come on, man. Look, I think if we find an opportunity to sell, I think let's sell. Let's cash in and let's revamp. Like, for me, I've seen enough of Kai Havertz. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea will go for a different midfielder in the next days. I'll update you on Moises Caicedo. So this is from Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano has been talking heavily about Moises Caicedo and linking him to Chelsea Football Club massively. Look, I just hope we can get this done. I really do hope we can get this done. And I know this one will be a tough one to do, and I don't expect this particular move to happen in the next couple of weeks, but leading up to the preseason, I think our first preseason game is like mid-July. I expect a lot of heavy talks to happen like end of June. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would love to see Caicedo, if we do sign him, join Chelsea Football Club before preseason with Pochettino. But this is not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy, man. I get the feeling the only way I see this happening is we have to sell Levi Colwill to them. We have to sell Levi Colwill to Brighton. That's the only way I see them getting somewhat excited about dealing with us. They've slapped 100 million price tag on him. I know that's ridiculous, but you know what? They probably think this is Chelsea Football Club. These are the kind of madness that they do. We spent that money for Enzo Fernandez. So they know that we are capable of doing this type of madness. Brighton is going to take us for a ride. I honestly think Levi Colwill is probably going to get sold in order to get Caicedo. If we don't sell Levi Colwill, I don't see how Caicedo happens. Honestly, I don't see how Caicedo happens because there is Man United. Once again, we are not going to get a clean shot on this player. And on top of that, I don't even know if this guy wants to join us. He wanted to join Arsenal Football Club earlier this year in January. I'm not certain if this guy really wants to join us. He's probably got ambitions of playing in Europe. Do you know what I mean? Like, Brighton have made Europe. So if he stays, for argument's sake, he gets European football. Like, he knows his value. He knows his worth. He knows that there's teams like Man United, there's teams like Arsenal, heavily involved with him. That's a good shout, Mohamed Atil. Get Paulinho. I've been saying, just get Paulinho, man. Get Paulinho. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. The dumb part is that even if we get Caicedo, this deal will drag out to mid or end of preseason. Then more excuses will come again. No preseason. No, you're right. Absolutely right. This is not going to happen quick. Ben Jacobs, my understanding is Moises Caicedo's contract has a clause to help him facilitate a transfer, although there is no actual release clause. I mean, look, yeah, this is why he's rumored to leave anyway, but are we going to get a clean shot at him? I'm just concerned. I'm really looking forward to how our board is going to treat this Caicedo scenario. I'm really keen. I'm keen to see what type of wage package we're going to give him, because you best believe Caicedo is one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Technically very sound. Physical, robust, fast. Do you know what I mean? Like, he can sit deep. He can play as an 8. He's a quality midfielder. I wonder what level of wage package we're going to offer, because this brother is probably looking for a big payday. A big payday. Brighton has improved his contract in January. He signed a new contract. He was on some paltry money before that. So Brighton, I don't know what he's on now, but has improved it. But I'm pretty sure he's looking in excess of, I'd say, 150K. Minimum 150K per week. I reckon Caicedo is minimum looking for 150, maybe even more. He's a quality midfielder. Can we afford that level of wages? Can we afford that? Ganswood is saying 90K per week, and we have him. I don't know, man. I don't know about 90K, brother. I really don't know about 90K. Namis will offer to buy a stake in Brighton. Do you know what? Don't put it past it. That's why McAllister don't make sense. He went from Europe to Europe. Exactly. Yeah, I know. Europa League to Europa League. Don't sell Colwell. Chelsea are looking to strengthen, not stay backwards. Yeah, look, I wouldn't sell Colwell, but I don't know how else to get leverage on Brighton. We have screwed up this year so bad, I don't think we will get any of our targets. No, we'll get targets. I'm not sure whether we will get our top targets. We're going to have to compromise. We're going to have to think outside the box. This is what I've been saying. Fulham's Paulinho. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Fans out here, get Paulinho. Fulham aren't dumb. They are going to demand 70 million for their prized asset. Poch wants someone that is technically good as well. No, it's true. Once we are rumored, watch how the price jacks up. No chance we pay him that then, because Enzo is on 97K. Do you know what? Some people are saying Enzo is on more. I'm not really sure. 150K, 100K. As for Caicedo, won't happen. So let's forget. Miz, you're absolutely something, because he can do it for country as well, not just Brighton. When Ecuador came to Sydney to Australia, he owned that midfield. Now, you're right, man. This guy is unbelievable player. Valan, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. Opinions on Frank Kessié on loan and Levi. Yeah, I think Kessié might be leaving Barcelona. These are the things that we need to look at. Yeah, Miss Brighton like Chalobah. That's the news that's been floating around. Let me see if I can bring that up. Chalobah. Because that's the recent news. Brighton could be interested in including Chelsea defender Trevor Chalobah in potential swap for Moises Caicedo. This is Football Insider. Look, until and unless I hear some big journalists talking about Chalobah, I'm not really sure. And Chalobah wants to stay at Chelsea Football Club, apparently. Chalobah wants to stay. I'm not really sure whether Chalobah is Brighton would be interested with someone like Chalobah. Brighton's massively interested in Levi Colwell. Massively. No more loan players. Yeah, look, let's see. Let's see how it all pans out with Caicedo. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are creating the biggest issue at the moment. They are not accepting this possibility. Less than 70 million. Fabrizio Romano. Look, I'm confident we're not. Look, I know some people are quite worried that let's not screw this up. I don't think we will screw this up. I say we stay patient. Player wants to leave. Player wants to leave. Player don't want to stay at Chelsea Football Club. He 100% wants to leave Mason Mount. There is demand. There is Liverpool. There is Man United. There is Arsenal. So someone will come. Man United, if you're not paying the 70 million, no problems. No problems. We'll sell him to Liverpool for little less. We're just not going to sell it to you. If we sell it to you, Man United, you're coming with 70 million. But if we sell to Liverpool, we may be selling it for 60 million. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Either we sell for 60 million to Liverpool or we sell to 70 million to you because it's you. Because it's you, Man United. Because it's you. Because you pay overs for everyone, you're going to pay overs to us. Much like how all the other clubs, they look at us and they want to take the mick out of us on every single transfer. We want to take the mick out of you. It's as simple as that. We'll sell for less to Liverpool, but we ain't selling less to you. Never, never, ever. We are selling him for premium price only specifically to you. So you better come with that 70 million. If not, we will find a new home for Mason Mount at Liverpool or at Arsenal Football Club. It's as simple as that. Because there's no one. Mount only got Man United 45 million. Nah, man. Liverpool are keen. Liverpool are keen, man. Liverpool are keen. Mount wants to leave, so he definitely leaves. I think we will sell him like 65 million for him. Look, even if we can get 65 million for Mason Mount and then 5 million in add-ons, come on, Man United, you can do that. You can do that. Why one rule for United? Yeah, no, one rule for United indeed. One rule. They are paying. They always pay more. You're not getting away with it. Mason Mount is a particular player I'm quite confident we can get good money out of. If it's not going to be Man United, no problems. Liverpool will pay around at least 60 million or 55 plus 5 million in add-ons. Liverpool will pay. Liverpool would appreciate a player like Mason Mount. Their midfield will look good with Mason Mount. Arsenal, I'm not really sure how much they'll pay for Mason. Maybe they'll probably go as high as 55, but no problems. Like we'll sell this player. We'll sell this player. For me, even though Fabrizio is saying that Chelsea are creating the biggest issue, it's a non-issue for me. I like how Chelsea's creating this issue because Man United need to pay premium money. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Christian Pulisic. This summer, we're obviously going to have to see what happens. It's obviously very early. As of right now, I'm a Chelsea player and I plan to go back, but a lot of things can happen. A lot of things can change. Look, brother, find a club ASAP, Christian Pulisic. I don't want to see Pulisic in the preseason with Chelsea Football Club. Simple as that. I've seen another player that we've seen enough of. In fact, probably not seen enough because he's been injured quite a lot. This season, once again, quite a lot of injuries. Wasn't always fancied by Graham Potter. Wasn't fancied by Frank Lampard. Definitely was on the outer with Thomas Tuchel when he was around. He wrote a book and he put Thomas Tuchel under the bus in that book. So look, this guy, your Chelsea history is done. Like whatever the history there was. I just enjoy the moment that you gave us post-lockdown, which was almost 4 seasons ago now. But yeah, you need to move on. You need to move on, Christian Pulisic. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Someone I really like, Lobotka DM from Napoli. Yeah, nice. He's not a bad shout. Some of these Napoli players aren't going to be cheap either. Nobody else wants Mount apart from United. They'll make a low offer or just wait to get him for free next summer night. No, that's incorrect. Liverpool wants Mount. Liverpool want. I'll show you right now. I'm pretty sure there was a news. Manchester United favourites to sign Mason Mount. The player definitely rejected Liverpool a few weeks ago. It's not closed, but it's on track for the English player to play next season. Relevo Man United. Look, he rejected Liverpool, but Liverpool's still there. It's not closed, but it's on track. Do you know what I mean? I think it's talking about Man United, but Liverpool, they're there and thereabouts. So Mount can reject them, but I'm pretty sure he can renegotiate with them again. Let's see what else latest in regards to Mason Mount. There was some Liverpool story as well. Mount, Liverpool. Maybe I'll go Mount. Liverpool. It's 4 minutes ago. Rejected Liverpool a few weeks ago. Looks like he's got his head on Man United. Look, when the player wants Man United, let's get it done. But I'm not budging. Man United need to pay. Yeah, there we go. 15 hours ago. Liverpool are still in the race for Mason Mount, and it's up to the player whether he will join Liverpool or Man United. There you go. This is from Florian Plettenberg. That's what I was like. I saw a particular news stating that they want him. Liverpool don't want Mount anymore. That's why they got McAllister. Yeah, fair enough. But they're still looking for more midfielders. I'm pretty sure they could do with a player like Mount. They are after defensive-minded midfielders now. Fair enough. Pulisic is going to score 20 plus games. Pulisic is going to score 20 plus games next season, and Chelsea fans will beg him back. Mark my words. Now, no one's begging nothing back, Marcus. We have seen Pulisic enough. And if he does bag 20 goals, no problems. Kudos to him. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea value Ian Maatsen above 20 million, but Burnley are reluctant to meet that asking price. Most recent offer of 15 million, including add-ons, has been turned down. There is a feeling that a compromise can be reached somewhere in the middle. Look, once again, another club trying to lowball us. And I'm glad we rejected 15 million. Because we can get more for Ian Maatsen. Ian Maatsen is one of the most important players at Burnley. One of them. Vincent Kompany wants him. He was the player. He was in the team of the season in the championship. We should be able to get 20 million. And Burnley, you're now getting promoted back into the Premier League. You can spend 20 million. Let's get to that 20 million. I'm not having it any other way. Some of these players, we should not be budging. We should be getting what we want. It's time people respected us in the market. I know we've lost a lot of respect, but it's time we also gain back some respect. According to sources close to the player, Ian Maatsen thinks he's capable of competing at Chelsea for a place in the team, but if there are too many players ahead of him in the pecking order, his choice would be to extend his contract and go out on loan again. Oh, Liam Toomey. Wow, okay. This is the latest. On Ian Maatsen. That's interesting. I'm glad that's the case, that he is keen to extend the contract. Chelsea have not ruled out keeping Maatsen as Chilwell's understudy, but that would require the sale of Cucurella, which looks unlikely. Chelsea also have fellow youngster Lewis Hall in that position, despite naturally being a central midfielder. Look, I like Ian Maatsen a lot, man. I really do. I've always stated that. I would love a scenario where we can extend his contract and send him out on a loan to Burnley for one more season. That would be perfect case scenario. Perfect. He gets Premier League experience and we get to keep the player. I think 20 million is too cheap, in my opinion. 30 million don't want him. We'll keep him. Yeah, look, there is immense value in Maatsen. Maatsen's a top quality player. Top quality. But yeah, there is too many left-sided players that we have right now. Cucurella, Ben Chilwell. We have to make a decision about Ben Chilwell and Cucurella. I want to give Cucurella one more season, man. I think it's unfair to let go of him after just and off the back of that season that we just had. It's very unfair. Cucurella, the player that I saw at Brighton, was unbelievable. Ben Chilwell is a player that I'm penciling down as a leader at Chelsea Football Club. But Ben Chilwell, can he stay fit? He got himself injured again. That's his third injury in the space of 2 seasons. Cucurella has been injured a few times this season as well. Unwell, this, that, the other, adapting. Lewis Hall, what do we do? Does he stay on the left side? Does he come into midfield? Lewis Hall looks really good on that left side. But yes, he does need to develop and sharpen up a little bit more, of course. But then where does it all, where's all the space for Ian Maatsen? So I would like a scenario where if this is true, it looks like it's coming from the Athletic, Liam Toomey, his choice would be to extend his contract and go out on loan again. I love this. If that's the case, I would love it 100%. But yeah, let's look at the last bit of news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying about Ian Maatsen. I'd 100% sell Chilwell. He can't defend in a 4 and he can't stay fit. Look, for a couple of players next season, especially Ben Chilwell and Reece James as well, I think we need to see what happens. Because if these particular players keep picking up injuries, we need to question their position in the team. Chilwell only good in a back 3. He will get exposed in a back 4. Looks like that seems to be the notion here in the live chat, that he will get exposed in a back 4. Singer is saying, let him extend his contract. Lewis Hall is good, but not compared to Ian. Shubre is saying, this season might be the make or break for Chile and Cuckoo. Definitely make or break for Chile and Cuckoo. And also, I'd say Reece James. If Reece James is only available 50% of the time for the upcoming season, I think serious conversations need to be had in regards to Reece James as well. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, this is quite incredible. This is actually quite incredible. Kendry Paez has been called up to Ecuador first team at the age of 16. This is not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Kendry Paez at the age of 16, playing for the national team, Ecuador's national team, and he's going to link up with Caicedo. Chelsea target Caicedo also called up. This is huge. I think we found a big talent, ladies and gentlemen, with Kendry Paez. Look, I don't want to get too gassed and too hyped about it because he is 16 and he can't join, he can't join us for another 2 more years. He's got to be 18. He can't join us till 2025. So let's see what happens. 2 years is a long time, man. 2 years, anything can happen, man. God forbid, no injuries or anything happens to him and he stays fit, stays healthy, stays level-headed, and doesn't allow for all sorts of glitz and glamour, knowing that he's signed for Chelsea Football Club. Get to his head. Stay level-headed. Keep working hard. Keep making it to the senior team. This, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I've seen too many like this. At the age of 16, making it to the senior team. I would love to see him play for Ecuador. In fact, if Ecuador international game, if that's being telecasted somewhere, I might try and do a watch along and see if Kendry Paez actually plays or not. So that's incredible. That is actually incredible. One to look out for. Ecuador don't have a good national team, but still, man. I mean, to be 16 and making it into the national team, that's a big feat, man. Honestly, it is. We also need better medical and physio staff to keep our players fit. 100% agreed. Amputo did this, I guess. Yeah, true. Likes of Messi and Wayne Rooney did this. Fair enough. I mean, these are some big names, right? These are some incredibly big names. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Well over 430 people live right now. Smash the like button. Let's get those likes up to 100 immediately and even more if we can. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And we shall come back for another video later on in the evening, wrapping up the day's news, unless if something drops massive in the next couple of hours. We might go live then, but if not, we shall see you guys later on tonight. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care. See ya.